set that marker, and then set that marker, and then turn my loop on, and then hit play, and I didn't even touch anything. It's working. Hey jammers, it's the Jammerman. I have a couple channel updates to share with you. It's not going to be the most musical of my uploads, but there's some pretty exciting stuff happening, and especially if you've been following along, which you should, and subscribe right now, you're going to find this one pretty interesting. Let's begin. First things first, about a month ago, I made a video where I was trying to learn how to slap the bass using Davey 504's video where he had a really good bass groove. And I invited all of you to go to Davey's video and say I was sent by the Jammerman to slap like. And you didn't disappoint. A bunch of you did it, and thank you so much. That's so very cool of you. Flashing up on the screen is all the names here. You're the initial members of the Jammer family. Thank you so very, very much for watching and listening, and I hope you really, really like the channel. Second thing second, I recently picked up a Midi controller. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but it's going to be a nifty little upgrade for the studio, and hopefully an upgrade for my ability to create better sounding music over time. And that's the third thing. I want to create better music. If you haven't been following this channel, for about a year now, I've been writing and producing my own music on here, a few of my own original songs, and I even had a guest artist, Marcus Walker, come in and record some of his original work. The whole experience has been awesome, very gratifying, and I really want to keep doing it, and I want to get better at doing it. The problem is that there's just so much to learn when it comes to capturing and mixing sound, and there are so many tools to navigate in the software that I use that I'm a little overwhelmed, and while I'm trying to teach myself, I'm at a point where I don't even really know the things that I don't even really know. So in that light, I've applied to enroll at Recording Arts Canada. It's a fairly reputable, fairly prestigious recording arts audio engineering program in Toronto, Ontario, and I'm kind of excited to get in. And if I do get in, and if it goes well, about a year and a half from now, I'll be graduating with all of the skills that I need to use this studio to its fullest potential. And I'm just really excited to start making better and better music for you guys over time. And I really want to document a few of the things that I'm learning about, and the way that my mixes improve, and the way that I navigate my studio once I become a little bit more competent at it. And maybe that'll inspire and help some of you with your own recording needs. Anyways, that's just the announcement. I want to get back to the Midi recorder and play around with this thing because it's really cool. Let me talk to you about how I came by this wonderful device. But first, I'm going to put you in a better angle. You're up there now. And this is the Nektar Impact LX49 Plus. It's a very large MIDI controller. I actually got a different MIDI controller about a week before I got this one, and I was playing with it, and it was amazing. It was fantastic. The pads work great. The key sensitivity is there. The only problem was the keys were a little smaller than normal, and the keyboard was only 2 octaves. And I just thought it would be better for me to have a little bit better of a keyboard, just in case I have a guest keyboardist, just in case I want to learn a little bit of piano on the side. It would be better to have a larger keyboard, and also just a little bit more functionality in the controls, because I do like the idea of actual physical hardware. So I ended up returning that one and bringing in the Nektar, and it's been an absolute blast. I was playing around with it all last week, and I'm going to show you some video from that to give you an idea of what this puppy's capable of. Here you go. So I've got the controller hooked up, and I've gone onto the Nektar website, and I've downloaded a patch that allows you to use this as a controller for much of Logic. So I've got my Logic pulled up, a recent song that was recorded here, and I can now use this console as the controller. I can stop, I can play. Can I play? I can play. I can stop, I can move forward and backward in measures. I've got my controls there, and stop and back to the beginning. Now what's really cool is I have a mixer button. I can push this. Why didn't that work? There we go. I've got a mixer button, and I now have all of my mixing controls available here, and I can switch back and forth from track to track. I just want to loop for this harmony, right? So I'm gonna set that marker and then set that marker and then turn my loop on and then hit play, and I didn't even touch anything. It's working. I've got these sort of highlighted little bands here, and that means that I am now controlling these 8 tracks with my MIDI controller. And if I hit a couple buttons, then I think I can switch the bank of 8 there. That's good. Control the level. I can mute. I can push this mixer button and see that I'm controlling everything for these 8. I'm gonna fix all these levels after. Please ignore the way that I've been mixing here. What's really cool is that I can pull up a software channel. I can create a new one, and then I can map on any of these drum kits. Horns. That's so cool. Okay, let's actually try to make a piece of music here. I'm gonna pull up new project and I'm gonna start building a little thing, and then we're gonna try and figure out where we can get from that, because I don't actually know what I'm gonna do yet, but I have a kind of idea. So I'm gonna just fast forward 5 minutes. So just having a bit of fun with the controls there. I think I still have a few things to learn. Having a lot of fun playing around with the keys and the drum pad, of course. If you were enjoying the piece of music you were just listening to, I'll leave a link in the description. You can find it there. I have been playing around with it a little bit more this week and trying to record a few little things. I'll leave you with a little snippet of music as we close out. Thank you very much for watching, folks. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment, tell me a little tip or trick that I can do with my new machine, and we'll see you next time.